plane. The easiest example of this that I actually enjoy it for is like paladins. Paladins is so good. I actually love paladin flipping like a lot. The warrior one is also cool, but it's kind of hard to see the effects. But like gunbreakers, if you put gunbreakers on like a 2-dimensional plane, put the glow on, the dark and the light are on the same plane. But when you actually put it on the side, then you can actually see that it's like this. So it's like light and then darkness. So it's really cool when you put it sideways. But when you put it on like one plane and you like put them like next to each other, like you kind of can't tell that it's like a light and dark thing. Dark Knight's the same way. And so is other one, the Reaper, I think. There's a bunch of them that are like that. Now it's not a bad thing. It's just like, again, it's a thing you gotta kind of like, take into account, I guess. So, but I know for sure, like once I get the weapon and I actually have a weapon, I'll be like, hell yeah, bro, I'll be down. Yeah. Let's go see. Also, random side note, I did the homework again to go check and make sure. They did not create any old ultimate weapons for like newer jobs. Which is like fine. I don't think it was like necessarily expected, but you know, in my mind I was kind of like, oh, like maybe they added it, you know, as like a sneak peek thing. Nope. There's no Reaper T weapons. You know, there's no like Gunbreaker, Yukab, or Uwu. I just wanted to know if there was going to be any kind of like indication. Also, the weapon that is like expected to come out for the 7.3 Ultimate has also not been revealed. So we still don't know that one either. Because I did check to see if it was going to be what's it called? I wasn't checking to see if it was like Warrior of Light again or something like that, or even like anything else. I haven't checked. I haven't fully checked, but I absolutely still expect it to be Warrior of Light. So, are we doing the ultimate? I'm doing the ultimate. Hi, KO. I've already done my like phase 1 prog. I'm gonna do it like in a little bit. My static is going tonight, so I wanted to try and get as much coverage of the race, because this is also the first time I'm ever watching the race. But I absolutely plan on doing the ultimate. Like, we're gonna do it tonight, and then yeah, I should go in though and like actually just do the fight. But when I did, we got to the second half, I want to say, of like phase 1. But looking at it actually though, it doesn't actually seem that bad for like a first phase. Especially because there's going to be a lot of people already coming out with like all that other stuff. Well, the thing is that so the very first time when I did it this morning blind. The problem, KO, is that there's not enough people that are like my like play style. Like, I don't know any mid-core players that want to do it blind. Like, I've been convinced that they just don't really exist. I've checked. Like, I really tried to check and find a group prior, and I just couldn't find one. And I just didn't expect it either. So I would have gone to Party Finder the entire time and try and do that too, but it's kind of hard to find that. Because that's why doing Omega was very difficult for that reason alone, because me being able to find like a blind group for the entire ultimate, just it could not happen. Yeah. Nobody wanted to do phase 5 without like the stinking thing, which I hated. So, which kind of sucks because I was one of the only people, not even, I was the only person in my group that knew how to do it without the thing. But I couldn't convince my group to do it without it. So, and also like their need for it was extremely high and like it was required at that point, which is like a little upsetting because like it's not hard. It's once you pay attention to what you have to pay attention to. Like it's hard to figure it the first time through. Like I would have not been able to do it blind without taking like months to figure it out. But nobody wants to take months to do it. Which again is, for me, it's a little unfortunate. So, because I like to blind, if I can do an entire thing blind prog with absolutely like 0 hints whatsoever, and find 7 people who want to do that also, I'd be down for that. But I'm just convinced that they don't exist without there being some kind of like massive repercussion. So, use more casual though. Hey, even if I found, the thing is like my mentality towards raiding is not casual enough to like, again, if I raided with like 7 people that all were similar mindset wise, like we can do it blind, but like we're gonna be in that fight doing it blind for months. Like it's gonna take months before we, you know what I mean? And I just feel like it's, you know, it'll be like a waste of time for like a lot of people. Because they're not gonna, like, I would be happy to do it. I have no problem running it for 6 months if I can do it completely blind. Because even like right now, if I was doing it right now in blind, like I would have been able to do it, like so far. Where's the that one? I would have been able to do it fine so far. I probably, if I was doing it since I woke up this morning at like 11, I probably would be progging phase 2 currently. But like the very beginning, like the very beginning. Yeah, I wouldn't be far. Phase 1 actually makes a lot of sense. It's actually not like a super hard phase in terms of execution, mechanical, whatever. The DPS check is probably a lot. Yeah. What's up, comrade? You saw my PF earlier? Yeah, we did the, I got the blind video, so it's currently posted and uploaded. I gotta just like press the, you know, the send. I gotta make a thumbnail for it, so I haven't uploaded it up yet. But yeah, I did do my blind video. We did phase 1. So I'm probably gonna do this for like a little bit, and then I'll probably go into it in like a couple of hours because I want to get warmed up again before we do it tonight at like 9 o'clock with the static. I'm not really looking forward to playing not Gunbreaker. It sounds like I have to play Paladin or Dark Knight, and that's going to be like a little bit of an L. Because I really want to play Gunbreaker. Like, I don't want to play Dark Knight. And it also sounds like, it sounds like Paladin has to main tank, which sucks because I'm the main tank, and Ow, is Mako off tank or he can't be main? There's no way that he's not main tank. He has to be main tank. Every party I've seen so far has Paladin main tanking, which is crazy actually. So currently though, like phase 1 is easily like he's empty. Yeah, I kind of figured. Okay, we're the only ones that are gonna be who said Paladin's empty. I'm saying that every group is running Paladin Dark Knight and Paladin's MT. Like it's just observation. So every group that's running it has Paladin as MT. Like all 4 of these streams, they're all Paladin MT. That's why I was kind of like wondering. Because if I'm gonna MT and follow the pattern of what we have here, then like I gotta play Paladin and be MT. Because my guy wants to like my group wants to just prog. I don't care. I'm probably going to commit to the Gunbreaker regardless. But I understand that my rotation is going to be, like, insane. I already felt that when I was doing it earlier this morning. I had to open Sonic Break. I can't waste a cartridge. I have to go into the combo with I got to go into the post Utopian Sky with 3 cards. Like I already understand that. So I think I'm gonna just say fuck it and go with Gunbreaker. I don't really feel like doing it without Gunbreaker. I don't want to play any other tank besides Gunbreaker. But if I'm gonna get if they do hit me with a thing,
Stop.
then I'm probably gonna end up going Dark Knight. And then my other because my other tank wants to play whatever as long as I decide first, and I haven't decided though. There's swaps though. I mean, there's swaps, but no. Kindred has Paladin, MTLs. Everybody. I've been paying too much attention to the mitigation. They always have Paladin open up with the thingy though. They all open up with Paladin pull, and then they swap after the first powder, and then the Dark Knight ends up emptying after the powder. So it's, I mean, at least the Paladin takes the first powder is what I've seen so far. And then they swap it back after in preparation for phase 2. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I consider the person who has the stance on to be MT. Whoever is also baiting the thingy at alpha is also MT in my mind, and I think that's Paladin. So, I mean, I don't know. I've been there's 4 parties to look at. I've only noticed that the Paladin pulls and eats the first powder, that they're empty. So, like in my mind, the Paladin's emptying it right now. Because even going into phase 2 opener, there's the quad slap, and Paladin eats both of them too. So again, observation. I'm not, I'm just asking. Not for Cryo. I don't know. Cryo's Darks ate it. Oh, you're watching the POV as well in the Dark Gated? Oh, okay. It's not... at the end of the day, how many parties are doing this? I have not seen Gunbreaker, and I haven't seen Warrior. That's sad. That saddens me the most. I just haven't seen... That's the biggest problem. I haven't seen Gunbreaker, and I haven't seen Warrior. So... Let me quick. I'm gonna quick scroll through my group and figure out like what. Yo, because if I have to decide between Paladin and Dark Knight, yo, I don't want to like shit on my team. I don't expect my co-tank to know how to uptime Dark Knight. I'm expecting. I might make them play Paladin. I don't know yet though. Wait, let me see actually. Yo, the Scholar book goes hard. The White Mage Cane also goes hard. Wait, actually... Daybreaker, auto, fire partner, spread. I feel like the play the W play best for an ultimate. That's my opinion. I agree with that. I mean, I also understand that like people pay attention to playing what they play when it comes to like whatever does most damage. Because realistically, Gunbreaker has always been a very difficult job to play in ultimates because of how its resourcing system works. Having to deal with cartridge stuff in an ultimate when there's downtime. And all your main primary stuff is 30 seconds is rough. Like Paladin, it doesn't matter because like if it takes 30 seconds to come back into transition, then you just kind of use whatever you have and then restart. And that rule applies for every ultimate with Paladin. Paladin's comfy. Like it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you can just start over from the beginning. You do fast into Riot, into Royal, and then you do stuff. And if you don't have that, then you just don't use it, and then you just combo continue. Warrior, you have to maintain. If the phasing downtime part with the Warrior, if it takes more than 40 seconds but less than 60, or whatever the number is, you have to go into the transition with max timer gauge so that you can take advantage of the buffing, and then you're gonna like reapply it, which is nice actually. Dark Knight, you have to actually go into it with like saving TBN, or you need to have MP for like other reasons that it boils down to. And then Gunbreaker is the most strict. Like if you don't have a cartridge, and because most of the time the mechanic that they do make you, it takes like 30 seconds for the transition to come back into. So you always guarantee get gnashing at the end. So you have to make sure you have a cartridge going into next phase every single phase that there's downtime. And like it's noticeable in top, DSR, and T. Like if you don't have cartridges going into anything with those 3 fights at the least, like you're screwed. With UCUP and Ubu, it's kind of automatic. You automatically get to store cartridges, so like it's not a big deal. But like with T, DSR, and top, you can actually like waste cartridges and then go into the next part like without a cartridge. So it'd be strict as hell. However, if you can figure out how to optimize it, then Gunbreaker usually ends up doing better than every other tank. But it's very, very difficult to execute, is what I understand. I don't know for sure though, because like the only fights I've tanked as Gunbreaker are the first 3, and Fru. I went in and I did Fru, and my first phasing, whatever. I went as Gunbreaker, and like it's rough. The way to actually like utilize cartridge stuff is rough. Like I have to specifically, I have to like open with Sonic Break, which sucks because that's my strongest button in my kit, but I can't use it anywhere like later because then the boss like flies away. So I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to be able to play Gunbreaker without like I gotta sacrifice myself to do it, which I'm probably going to do anyways. I'm probably going to play Gunbreaker despite how awful it is, and then just commit to it. That is rough. So we'll see. Where are the Gunbreakers? I made a comment in my Discord, in my stats Discord. I'm gonna see what they say about me, about Gunbreaker. Play whatever you want at the end of the day, you're not world racing. True. But the problem though is that like I'm gonna end up wanting to play whatever is most. It just seemed I feel like the unfortunate that guy. Okay. I feel like the unfortunate thing is that there's going to be a lot of strategies indicated by the functionality of tank comp. I could be overthinking this though, because the way how the Lucrezia's team is doing the thing with the paladin uptime, that shit is fucking godlike. But I feel like you cannot do that with any other tank unless you have a paladin. But most likely that's a JP only thing, and they're never putting that in Party Finder. Because they got they got the LB3 with the caster, and then they do like four light crystals, and then it's 2-2-2-2. So like I'm probably gonna get paired with like a ranger or caster, so it's not gonna matter at the end of the day. Hold on. Now I gotta go look at the thing.
Yeah.
Is the funny up and running? Is there? I mean, I know it's not working, but like, is there a way to know what it was yesterday in terms of like the damage? Like, which tank was cracked in the? Which tank was cracked in the Savage? It's Gunbreaker, Paladin, Dark Knight, Warrior? Okay, cool. So we're not playing no Warrior. Gunbreaker, Dark Knight is still... It's still 1 and 2. Okay, Paladin's third, but it's like a tight third. Okay. Wait, is the thingy working? There's already numbers recorded for the metric of Fru. Am I making that up? That can't be correct. Brother, there's no record for Dark. There's no record for Gunbreaker. Yo, that hurts my soul. It's updated? Oh, W. Okay, if it's updated, I have a question. Is there confirmation that, like, someone was pressing gunbreaker buttons as at best that they could and found out that it wasn't worth it and then they switched to Dark Knight / Paladin? Is there any confirmation that that's happened before? If that's a true statement, I need someone to tell me to my face that I would be griefing if I go gunbreaker. Because I asked that with Top, and someone said kind of sort of like yes, and I was like, okay, what job then do people like seeing? And people said Dark Knight, and I was like, all right, fine. So I went Dark Knight. I will hate myself. I already do that though. Oh, that was pain. No. Because honestly, so far, it doesn't really give me an indication that invuln matters like a ton. You know how sometimes they like force the invuln during certain mechanics to like allocate the thing? It doesn't seem like it matters right now. I have not seen anybody use invuln. You also don't really need invuln for the first like 2 phases. So, like, no, I mean, I know the job thing. Like, that's my concern is like Gunbreaker. There's a lot of downtime, and I've already experienced it in my free run this morning. I either need to have a faster speed, or I need to maximize optimization with the slow speed in order to like gain cartridges. And there is like a lot of sacrifice. Like, I already understand that there is sacrifice I gotta like commit to, because I need 3 cartridges every single time there's like if there's like a downtime transition thing. I always need 3 cartridges, especially if No Mercy's coming up. So like, I kind of sort of need to like rely on that, and I've already experienced how difficult that is. Brother, man, going crazy over there. All right, Curry. They're going in since they do Shiva. Okay. We can put away Lucas, I guess, if anything. You can hide them and then bring this out. Dub. Wait, is this audio? Okay. They're so cool. Let's see how they work. Yeah. Because the thing is, like, realistically, it doesn't matter what tank I play. I can play all 4 tanks, so I don't care. The only tank that's not allowed, I guess, is Warrior. So, that'd be kind of complicated, actually. A couple of things to think through for stress. Do you want modified cost spots for Cyclone? There's less danger with people going south. Take the question in the middle of getting Utopia so originally spawn. Oh, great question. I think what does JP do for the first phase with the Cyclone after the Utopian? Don't they do True North? They just hard send the mechanic with the markers. So like if I'm MT and I gotta go south, and then Cyclone happens, I gotta go back north. How are you guys planning on doing phase 1 post Utopian Sky? Because like it's it's the part when there's the 8 cone after the what the hell's that mechanic? I can't even remember right now. Oh, the mist. You have to look at it? Okay. That's actually fair. I shouldn't be prying too much. Because I'm under the impression that there's one significantly better than the other. I do not like the melee adjusting thing. Or the tank adjusting and forcing the range to move. I don't like that one at all. I prefer to do... Yo, wait, Clips is fucking cooking. Yo, there's a reason why he is the guy. Yo, Dragoon is just that guy. Oh,
多分 C 多分 C
yo,
多分
he was that guy. That man cooked up the hell out of that marker. I like how JP does spread. They kind of you force true your spot no matter what it boils down to. You take the busters in the middle and then you just run back out and then you do whatever you do. I actually fuck with that one the most. I like that one. I don't like how anybody else does it.
ジェイクさんと俺がついてて一瞬左下行ってた
Because bottom left over here, they do both tanks are red and then range goes C. But then when you gotta bait the cone, they go back to their spot. They gotta re-swap back. I don't like that. I like that if I'm empty and I gotta get the powder, I just give it to the off tank and then we take that shit in the middle in para corriendo para afuera and we run back outside and then that's it. I've liked that a lot more.
始めてるし、割と。これの方がいいと思う、正直。
ちょっといいんじゃないかな。
結構進め早いな。
早い気が。結構もう7、8分やってんだけども。
また時間圧縮あるし、そこで先に行ったら足止めされるからさ。
時間圧縮がね、アルパみたいに壁みたいから。
じゃあ、休憩しましょう、サクッと。
はい。
一回時間だけしましょう。
やっぱ雑魚フェーズ、闇水晶残すような。
残したらなんかバフいける？
なんか一応さ、多分合ってるであろう、そのバフがついた時の立ち回りみたいなとこサポート組チャットに貼ってあるからさ、これ多分合ってると思うんだけど、フリーザーだけまあちょっとパターンがあっては怪しいんだけど、まあ、次起きてきた時とか、早く起きた人とかは見といて。
Wait, where's that? Where's that? I need that one. Alright.
だいぶね。2時ぐらいがいます。2時ぐらい。2時
2時
?2時 ?14時
Oh, whoops. This is the pace pen for. I wanted to take a look and see what they're doing in Party Finder.
13時半？
いや、2時で。2時
14時？
ちゃんと休み取った方がいいよ。じゃあ2時。全然まだまだこれからしめてる。じゃあ2時にしましょう。
まあ、
2時に OK。
まだまだで。
Wait, let me get that.
Yeah, it's great. I think the music in Dawn Trail is fantastic, as always.
Okay, so support's kind of clockwise, DPS clockwise.
The music team almost never misses.
Definitely. Oh, never misses.
Smile wasn't great.
I was a smile enjoyer, but then I am a musical theatre Disney kid, so I loved it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it's great. I think perhaps it maybe just had a bit of a misplacement in the MSQ, and the song
Oh,
itself
what?
is like fine.
Oh, they do supports counter and DPS clock and the. Oh, they have the melee stay close and the range go out.
But
I don't like that.
I love those kind of musically.
But okay. I mean that's fine. It is a lot though, respectively. Actually though,
A Disney movie
whatever.
that we went on.
I actually don't like that.
About that.
I prefer that you do it like the. You do it backwards. What is it? With lightning, you just do clock counter, and just like wiggle back and forth. And then with fire, you just you do that, and then you go back and then you just play it. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but I mean, I don't like that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they do range up melee close. Okay.
Music. Oh, it's so nice to see Suki here.
No, they do the freaking. They do this one. This is an L. This is an L. I don't like that one at all. But okay, I actually don't like that one. We're not gonna do JP because like we're not from Japan, bro. It's such an L. Okay.
And that was one of the most.
It's Party Finder. Yeah, but like
that I noticed straight away how expressive
pain.
The emotes really truly are. And when I go to emote in other games, it just doesn't quite feel the same.
That is very true.
I prefer the other one. Because I think if I'm playing off tank, and if I gotta run all the way back south for my psych, I mean, let me read the rest of this freaking. Let me read the rest of this real quick. Actually, let me wait.